Thanks so much for having me. Really looking forward to this. Been looking forward to it all week. So, hi there. My name is Blair. I manage customer education here at Clever. I'm located in Chicago. We have some lovely early fall weather today. In chat, I'm curious what your name is, which will pop up, I guess, when you message or chat, and also the city and country that you're in, because I've heard that we have folks from all over the world. I want to see where all of you are at. So while we're sharing that out, I'm gonna go ahead and move ahead just so that we have enough time to dig into all the cool features. So like I said, my name is Blair. I manage customer education at Clever, which is a fancy way of saying I help folks use Clever as well as possible and get the most out of it. I previously taught middle school and first through fourth grade technology class, so I'm no stranger to teaching. And that's actually a big part of the reason why I'm so passionate about Clever as a tool. So I like to share this story to kind of share the value of Clever in my classroom. So I want you to picture it, 29 first grade students trying to get logged in at once. Their username was their last name, dot first name, and then they had to find the @ sign and then add kipdc.org. And their password was their birthday and month, day, and year format. As you can imagine, most of my kiddos did not know what year they were born, let alone the month and the date. So needless to say, this was frustrating for everyone involved. And on a particularly tricky day, one of my students tried to sign in for the 5th time in a row, and he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "Calm down, Mr. Mishlow, I'm only 6." And I did calm down. I took a deep breath and I was like, all right, we're gonna figure this out. But I feel like that's a really good example about why I care so much about Clever and why I find it so useful as a tool, which we'll be digging into today. By the way, it seems like y'all have already found the chat box, but if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. We have a bunch of Cleverites there to support. If we do not get to your question, you can also reach out to our award-winning support team at support.clever.com. So let's dig into what we're covering today. So first, we're going to be talking about where Clever is available. Hint, it's available worldwide. We're going to talk about what Clever is. We're going to dig into one of our specific products, which is a tool to help you manage your digital classrooms. And then we'll dig into next steps. So very excited to say that as of the last week or so, we are now fully supported both in the USA and also in our neighbors up north in Canada. So Clever is available fully if you are in the USA or Canada. That includes any Commonwealth, any territories such as Puerto Rico. We're in any part of the USA, and we recently expanded to Canada. That being said, we are also available via self-support anywhere in the world. So if you are interested in using Clever and you are not in the USA or Canada, your district or school or network can still use Clever. They just will be in a self-supported model. So in chat, we're sharing some information to sign up if your district or school or network does not yet use Clever. You can sign up. You can also learn more about using it via the support article we're sharing. I do also want to name that we are launching pilots in the UK and in Australia. So please use the link in chat if you are in either of those countries and your school or district might be interested in piloting Clever. So what is Clever? I gave a little bit of a preview at the beginning, but in short, Clever is a single friendly way for teachers and students to get secure access to everything they need for digital learning: devices, applications, ebooks, or any other digital resource with one click. But how does it work? So with Clever, there's more time to teach and learn. I learned that as a teacher when I went from spending 15 to 20 minutes getting all my kids logged in to being able to get them logged in immediately. So Clever has a few core features that we're going to run through. The first is single sign-on, or SSO if you're a techie person. So by signing into Clever, you and your students can log into hundreds of applications with one click by clicking on the application's icon in the Clever portal. So no more usernames and passwords, one login into Clever and your students and you can access applications. I also wanted to name for younger students, they have the ability to sign into Clever without typing at all. So older students can sign into Clever using something like Google or Microsoft, but younger students can use a QR code called a badge, and they can sign in with zero typing. So all they need to do is hold up their personalized QR code and it will automatically sign them in. So this offers another way that is secure for younger students or any student who needs help with typing. So in addition to single sign-on and badges, we also offer rostering. And this is a really big differentiator compared to some other tools such as signing in with Google. So rostering keeps all of your classes up to date. So you'll see on the left-hand side of this graphic, we have an English Language Arts period 2 class with some students. Clever automatically takes those rosters from your student information system like PowerSchool and shares it with every learning application that your district or school uses. So if a student is added or removed, or it's the beginning of term, or it's the end of a semester, whenever students are added or removed, that information is automatically updated in your applications. So no more sharing class codes or manually adding or removing students every time your rosters change. And best of all, these features that we just ran through are completely free for schools and districts. So if your district is thinking of using Clever and hasn't used it yet, there is no fee for your district to utilize these features. There's no strings attached there. So I wanted to share a quote that I really appreciate that I think just kind of highlights that Clever allows teachers to do what matters most, which is helping students learn, not focusing on tech support or troubleshooting. So Rosa is a first grade teacher in Illinois, and I really appreciate the quote she shared. The next thing I want to mention is that you're in good company if you already use Clever, and if you haven't started using Clever yet, there's a big old party over here because 70% of US schools currently use Clever. It's a metric I love to share out. So I gave a very high level overview of Clever as a product. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit and talk about one of our products called Teacher Pages, which allow you to create collaborative digital classrooms. So there are a lot of other tools within Clever, but today, since we only have a few minutes, I wanted to dig in to one of them. So you can build your own digital classroom inside of Clever using our product called Teacher Pages. These are pages that you can build and customize for your students, and you can add any digital resource. So that includes applications and programs, links, and PDFs. It also allows you to organize resources for your students. So you can build categories for homework assignments, study guides, extracurricular activities. The sky's the limit. So enough of me talking and sharing a slide deck. I actually want to show you what teacher pages look like in practice. So I'm currently logged into Clever as a teacher, and you'll see up at the top, I have a few different teacher pages. So let's actually click on one to see what it looks like. So this is a teacher page for a high school English language arts teacher. So you'll see that they added some neat personalization up at the top. They added an animated GIF that they found online. They added a description and an emoji, along with a little bit more about their class. You'll notice that they added categories, and these are completely customizable. So they added a category for their syllabus and start of year documents, including a PDF of their 10th grade syllabus. They have a link to a survey that they added. And then they also have links to a variety of different programs that their students are going to use throughout the week. So this is a teacher page already built out. Now I want to show you what it looks like to build one from scratch. So if you have a teacher account in Clever, you can make as many teacher pages as your heart desires. To do that, you just click the green add button in the bottom right-hand corner. Then you'll click page, and you'll have a teacher page. So you'll see it's a little bit less fun than the one that we just looked at because we haven't built it out yet. So let's say I'm going to build a teacher page for my advisory. I already pulled a couple icons. So you can find these on the internet just by searching animated GIFs or going to Giphy. So I found a cute one that says Team Awesome, and my favorite color is green, so I'm going to set the background color to green. So you'll see now that we have a cute little animated GIF, and I'm going to update the title. And we do support emojis. So if you wanted to add an emoji, you can copy and paste one and just put it in here as well. So now that I've added a little bit of information up at the top, let's go ahead and add a category. So let's say that I want to make sure I'm supporting my students. Thinking of a category I might add for advisory. I know we oftentimes, when I was in advisory, would check on homework status. So I might make a category by clicking the green button and clicking category and name it homework help. And then you'll see I can add resources to this category. So my district, this is an imaginary district, of course, but my district uses Canvas, and that's where we have all of our assignments. So I'm going to click the green create and share button, click app, and I'm going to type in Canvas. It should, hold on one second. This always happens during a demo, right? So we do have it added. I might be typing it in wrong. Canvas. Oh, okay. Sorry. Give me 1 second. So I could actually add that as a link. So I would click the create and share button and then click link. And let's say I have the link to my Canvas account. And then I just would name it something like check your homework here. You can add a custom icon or choose one of the existing ones. So I have one that says always be learning. And once that loads, I'll click the add link button. So you can add links to literally anything that you would like students to click on. That can include, oh, okay, that didn't work. So I'll just choose a pre-existing icon. But you can add links to anything that you would like students to use. In addition, you can also add applications. So by clicking the green button in the bottom corner, you can click app. You'll notice we have a Kahoot integration as well. So any application that your district is connected to, you can add to your teacher page. So any application is available that your district's already using. You can also find applications that are available for free through what we call Clever Library. So any application that is connected to Clever, either through your district or through Clever Library, is available to be added to your teacher page. So the sky's the limit here. I think when I meet with teachers, sometimes they're like, like how could I use this in different ways? So I want to quickly show one more page before I go into some of the login features that teacher pages offer, which are a crowd favorite with teachers. So you'll see I have a variety of different pages. Another one that Mr. Emard made is one for his social studies class. So you'll see that he added Kahoot up at the top, of course. And then you'll see that he also organized Monday's lesson with a link, a PDF, and a exit slip for his students. He also organized a history of the USA project. So you'll see at the bottom or below that, there's a rubric, some articles for research, and Wikipedia. And then he even linked to Google Classroom so that students can submit their assignments there. So the sky's the limit. I've said that several times, but I really want to hammer it home. You can do anything with teacher pages, and it's pretty nifty. So in addition to adding resources, you might have noticed a little sidebar on the left, which is what supports login tools. So we like to say that you can keep students on the same digital page by launching an application for your class or logging them all out. So really handy tools. You can also do a variety of other things such as building a badge for the student, messaging them and things like that. You're going to have to take a look on your own for those features since we don't have time for that today. But I did want to quickly show you what it looks like to launch an application for students because teachers tend to love this, which I did as a teacher when I taught. So this is a brief video I just wanted to show. So on the left-hand side, we have a teacher account, and you'll see that the teacher went to the blue login tools button and clicked launch app, and they launched their syllabus for students. On the right-hand side, we have a student device. So you'll see that when the teacher launched the app, or in this instance, the PDF, it opened on the student's device. So we're going to do one more example so you can see that in action. So the teacher clicks the blue login tools button, then clicks launch an app. From there, they select the app that they want to launch. So in this instance, I'm doing a student of the week form. And on the student device, you'll see that it opened up in a new tab. It's a Google Forms for submitting a Student of the Week nomination. So this is available for anyone who has built a teacher page. And then, of course, if you want to log the student out, you'll click the Login Tools button and then click Log Out Student. And on the student screen, you'll see that it logs them out of Clever so that their account is secure and safe and no one else can play with it. So really love that feature. I wanted to make sure we got to that. We are running up towards the end. So I did want to briefly share that if you already use Clever, we're putting a link in chat right now. If you become a Clever certified champion, which means you've completed our training program, you can qualify for free Clever swag. You'll see some images of that. We have a tote bag, a sticker, water bottle, a pen, and a few other things. So the link is being shared in chat. The link that I shared is a test out quiz. It has like 4 questions. And if you complete that, you'll get credit for level 1 of Clever Academy. So you can fast track and skip level 1. And then to get the swag, you just need to complete levels 2, 3, and 4. So I wanted to make sure I made a plug for that because I know how much educators love swag. And the last thing I wanted to mention, your district needs to set up Clever for you to use it. So if your district or school or network has not set up Clever yet, and you're interested in using the tools that we saw today, please share the link that we're putting in chat with your school's IT team so they can sign up to learn more. And that is a wrap. I just wanted to thank you so much for joining. I love being able to partner with Kahoot. And we love making it easier for teachers to use Kahoot and Clever together.